Hello everyone, in this video I will demonstrate how you can create custom fields in NetSuite. So for creating a custom field, you can navigate to customization, list record and fields. Here you can see there are different types of record types for which you can create the custom fields. So there are entity fields. Entity fields are generally used for customers, vendors, employees. So if you want to add any custom fields on those kinds of records, then you need to create an entity field. Then there are item fields, CRM fields, transaction body fields, transaction line fields, and so on. So every record type field um, has its own purpose, and all those fields are added or applied to those type of records. So to demonstrate custom field creation, let me pick up a transaction body field. So for that you can just click on this new button. So this is a transaction body field page layout. So let's say you want to create a comment field on your transaction record in which you can store the comments on the transaction if there are any. So you can give the label as comment. So this is your field name. Here you can define the ID for this field. Let's say you can type underscore and write comment. So you can see the owner. Owner is selected automatically. The person who is creating this custom field is the owner. If you want to give any description, then you can mention the description. This description will be used as in field help on this transaction field. So here are the types. For noting down the comments, the type should be free from text in which you can mention the text. So there are also multiple types. Let me walk through you with the type of field. So there is a checkbox type. If you want to create a custom field for true false value or yes no kind of a thing by a checkbox, then you can select the type as checkbox. There is a currency field, date field, date and time field. So all these types have their own purpose. So if based on your requirement, you can select the type of the field and you can create a custom field accordingly. So you can see the list here. So there is a complete list of the types available for the creation of a custom field. So in our scenario, the types will be free from text. So I have selected free from text here. If you want to store the value of the field, then you can mark this checkbox store value. After filling up the above section details, you can scroll down and mark the record types to which this field will be applied. So this field can be added to the transaction records only. So you can see the list of transaction records available here. So you need to select the transaction record, and then from here you can apply this field on those transaction records. So let's say if you want to apply this field on purchase, sale, both type of transactions, then mark this checkbox. Next tab here is display. So in the display section you can define how the field will look like. So there are four types here: normal, inline text, disabled and hidden. On the field level as well, you can set up the display type of the field, or if you want to define the display type on the form, so you can do the changes on the transaction forms as well. Next is validating and default. So if you want to make this field mandatory, you can mark this checkbox. If you want to enter any default value, you can mention the default value here. And if you want to define the maximum length, then you can define the maximum length in this field. So next is sourcing filtering. If you want to source and filter anything for this, then you can select sourcing and filtering here. So this is a free from text field, so that is not relevant in free from text field scenario. You can skip this for now. And under display, there is one more option, that is the sub tab here. So you can define the sub tab to which this field is applicable, and accordingly this field will be applied on those custom forms under this tab. So here I have selected the main. So now the field which I will be creating will be added in the main section of all the transaction forms related to purchases and sales. After filling up all these details, you can just click save. And now you have successfully created a custom field and have applied that field on the purchase and sales transaction. So that's all for today's video. Do like, share, and subscribe this channel, and stay tuned for more NetSuite related content. Thanks for watching.